Hello, welcome to the Center of Politics. My name is Oliver Green, and on this channel, we share knowledge and work together to find solutions to the problems that we face. The future of America is uncertain to say the least, and many of us are left wondering, what are the challenges ahead? Well, polling shows that the belief in the American dream is sinking. Only 22% are satisfied with the way that things are going. Congress has only a 19% approval rating, and trust in major institutions is at an all-time low. Aside from public sentiment, statistics also paints a dark picture. Drug addiction is rising. Homelessness rose 12% in a single year. Test scores continue to drop. College enrollment has begun to decline. There's a housing shortage in the millions. Meanwhile, the government has put us in more debt than we've ever been. The issues that I mentioned above are only a small fraction, and it would take me hours to list them all, so here's 20 more for good measure. Skyrocketing pharmaceutical costs, pharmaceutical patent blocking, neglectful FDA approval process, a bloated military-industrial complex, severe internet privacy violations, unsustainable immigration, a rotting prison system, failing education standards, poisonous food ingredients, exploitative use of cheap overseas labor, unregulated AI taking over the internet, declining birth rates, an increase in the cost of childcare, a corporate surveillance state, and political polarization like never before. It feels like every statistic that should be going up is going down, and every statistic that should go down is going up. There are several wars happening around the world, with US involvement sucking billions and billions of dollars from the people. There is a Russian-Ukraine war with casualties sitting at 115,000 deaths, 500,000 wounded for Russia, and 80,000 killed, 400,000 wounded for Ukraine. There's also the Israel and Palestine war, with casualties sitting at 44,000 dead, 104,000 wounded in Palestine, and 1,500 killed, and 4,400 wounded in Israel. And finally, there's a possible war on the horizon in the South China Sea between China and Taiwan. With political polarization at an all-time high, it's important that we work together to find common solutions. Check out this graph from 1994. There's a little division at the top, but for the most part, the parties are pretty balanced. Now look at this graph from 2017. A canyon is formed between the parties. I can only imagine how much worse it has become in the past 7 years, especially with this last election cycle. Now, how do we move forward? Americans seem to think that the top priority for the President and Congress should be strengthening the economy, defending against terrorism, reducing influence of money in politics, reducing healthcare costs, improving education, making Social Security financially sound, reducing crime, dealing with immigration, reducing availability of illegal drugs, and lastly, improving the way the political system works. I guarantee we will solve none of these issues if we continue fighting and tearing each other down. Instead, we should put our differences aside and highlight our similarities so that we can work together and coexist. I mean, look at our presidents. Last week they were pulling the skin off each other, and now they're best buds. Look at that smile. We should work together and find these solutions because the problems are existential. There's a new administration coming into power, and in the next few months, we will be very interesting to see how they tackle these issues. I will be making videos on all of these topics as well as the strategies that the new administration will be using, and in anything they might be missing. Feel free to let me know in the comments below if you think I missed anything. And as always, the pinned comment will be a dislike button. And if you dislike the video, please tell me why. I'd love to hear from you. Make sure to subscribe to stay tuned for daily updates and follow me on X for round-the-clock commentary. Thank you all for watching.